right, so sometimes there's debates online about the best duos in NBA history, so we're going to pose that question here to ChatGPT. Maybe in 2 rounds. We're going to start with the obvious Scottie Pippen and MJ against Shaq and Kobe. Now, maybe you don't think this is a fair comparison. If you got a different one, just let me know in the comments. But let's start here. Okay, so here's the prompt. In a game to 50, all in their prime, who wins this 2-against-2 game between Shaq and Kobe versus Jordan and Pippen? Regular baskets count for 1, three-pointers count for 2. These rules right here are some that I've seen ChatGPT apply. You could count everything for 1, but Chat also sometimes likes to use these rules where you got the 1 and the 2-pointers. So I thought we'd use those rules. Let's see here what happens. If all 4 players are in their primes with regular baskets counting for 1 and threes counting for 2, I'd give the edge to Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen, but it would be an intense, close battle. Matchup breakdown: Shaquille O'Neal and Kobe Bryant. Strength: Shaq would be the most dominant inside presence. In half-court 2-on-2, there's no help defense, so he gets position. He's almost unguardable. Kobe's isolation, scoring, footwork, and mid-range game would be elite in this format. Shaq could also set up brutal screens to free Kobe for jumpers. Weaknesses: Shaq would have to guard in space against Pippen and Jordan, risking getting pulled away from the rim. Free throws don't matter here, so Shaq's lower lateral movements would be an issue defensively. Jordan and Pippen. Strengths: Jordan would be the best player on the court, unmatched in scoring versatility, defensive intensity, and clutch play. Pippen's defense, length, and ability to guard multiple positions would help contain Kobe and even bother Shaq in entry passes. Both are elite in transition, but also excellent at creating mid-range looks in the half-court. With 2 perimeter threats, they could space Shaq out and drive to the rim. Weakness: lack of a true big man to match Shaq's post power. They'd need to swarm him, which is risky. Game flow: early on, Shaq's power would be hard to stop. He could score nearly every time if positioned well, but Kobe and Pippen could exploit the 1-point, 2-point scoring system by hitting mid-range and occasional threes. Plus, getting turnovers from aggressive defense. Kobe would go toe-to-toe with Jordan in shot making, but MJ's efficiency and Pippen's defense might tilt the game long game. Predicted score: Jordan and Pippen 50, Shaq and Kobe 46. Now, I'm curious, if all baskets are worth 1 point, then what happens? If all baskets are worth 1 point, what is the outcome of the game? If all baskets are worth 1 point, the dynamics shift heavily towards Shaq and Kobe, because the three-pointer is no longer offers extra reward, removing it from Jordan and Pippen's spacing advantages. Every position is worth the same, so Shaq's guaranteed high percentage post scores become more valuable. The grinded out physical nature of 1-point scoring plays into Shaq's size and rebounding dominance. Matchup impact: Shaq can post up and score almost at will without worrying about giving up more than 1 point on the other end. His inside game becomes the most effective weapon. Kobe's still a tough shot maker, but also benefits from Shaq's kickouts for clean looks. Jordan and Pippen still elite defensively, but they can't make up deficits quickly without the 2-point bonus. They'd have to work extremely hard to get each basket against a packed-in defense. Likely game flow, but scrolling down here, predicted score changes from Shaq and Kobe to 50, and Jordan and Pippen 42. So there you go, 2 different outcomes depending on the rules of the game. Now I want to match one of these duos up against another duo. I just have to decide under which rules, because we got different winners depending on the different rules. I'm going to stick with, the 1 point for all baskets, where you got Shaq and Kobe prevailing. So here's this next matchup, again with each basket worth 1 point. Matchup: Shaq and Kobe against Magic Johnson and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. All baskets worth 1 between Shaq and Kobe and Magic and Kareem. Tilts towards Magic and Kareem, though it's still a grind. The matchup analysis, Shaquille O'Neal and Kobe Bryant. Strength, Shaq's power game inside could challenge Kareem physically. Kobe's footwork, mid-range, and ability to create shots against Magic would be a constant threat. Stronger, more physical style than Magic and Kareem. Weaknesses, Shaq's post-game is great, but Kareem is one of the few big men in history who could challenge him one-on-one. Without two-pointers, Kobe's perimeter skill edge over Magic's doesn't generate extra scoring value. Passing and team flow aren't as crisp as Magic and Kareem. Magic Johnson and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar strengths. Kareem's skyhook is nearly impossible to block and incredibly efficient. Magic's size, vision, and post-up ability make him a mismatch for Kobe. He can back him down and pass over him. Elite half-court chemistry. Magic can feed Kareem in perfect scoring spots. Weaknesses, Shaq's brute force might wear Kareem down over the long game. Magic isn't as quick laterally to defend Kobe in isolation. Game flow. With all baskets equal, Kareem's skyhook becomes just as valuable as Shaq's dunks and even harder to stop. Magic slows the game, controls the tempo, and forces Kobe to play more defense than he wants, limiting his offensive explosion. Shaq gets his points, but Kareem's consistency and Magic's passing mean fewer wasted possessions for their side. Predicted final score, Magic and Kareem 50, Shaq and Kobe 45. So there you have it. Let me know if you have any thoughts about this in the comments.